not going to use the item, then I'm going to at least sell it so that I can get money to get better items. So I'll end up, like, usually making a lot of trips between Tristram and actually getting into the dungeon. So there's going to be several moments where, like, when my inventory's full, I'll make a trip back to Tristram, sell, and then go back to the same exact spot, pick up the remaining items, and if none of those are good, I'll probably end up selling, and depending on, like, how many enemies I've killed or what kind of loot is in that area, then I might have to make multiple trips like that. And what I'll probably end up doing in that kind of case is doing that off screen and just collecting it all, telling you what I got and such, and then continuing on with the game. Now we did level up. I might want to go ahead over here and distribute those stats. Like I kind of mentioned earlier, for a warrior, Vitality and Strength is probably going to be your two best friends. So I think on this base, I'll go ahead and add it to Vitality again, because you want to start off getting a lot of health, in my opinion. And we should Alright, how are we doing over here? Everything. We might think about returning to Tristram soon, so that I can sell. Come on, get dead, you skeletons. I suppose they are dead already, though, so I don't know, what would you say? I mean, you're not technically killing the skeletons. I mean, it says that it's total kills, which we've killed 22 of them so far. But I mean, can you technically kill something that is already dead? I don't think that's actually an option. You can, like, make them lay back down and stop moving, but I mean, technically they were already dead. That's an odd thought. Never thought of that, really, to be honest. How do you kill something that's already dead? That's weird. I guess you just stab it. That's how you kill something that's already dead. We're gonna come over here. What do we got in here? And now that there is a shrine. How the shrines work is they will keep. Some of the shrines are good. Some of the shrines are bad. Shrines that are good will increase some of, like, your perks and stuff. Like, it will make you faster, or it will increase the damage you do, or your magic spells will be more powerful. Whereas the ones that are bad for you will deteriorate some of your stats and such. Like, making your hit chance 20% instead of 60 or something. Or lowering your armor class. Or, I guess armor class is just dependent on what you're actually wearing at the time. But it'll decrease your damage or stuff like that. And they're only temporary. Sorry, let's keep going. Now this is an abandoned shrine. Let's see what it does. Hands of men may be guided by fate. What did it do? Oh, it increased my magic to 13 temporarily. So it increased my magic by 3. Let's spin in. Now let's see. There's a short sword on the ground. I think that's everything over here. Right. So I've seen everything from this area. I think all we have left is that top left corner. And we'll be done with this first floor. Got some barrels. Oh, potion. This place has been found.
Too much baggage.
Too much baggage. We are now overburdened. Right. That means I'm gonna have to start making trips to Tristram to sell things. It's not too bad at this point, though. Like, that's right next to the station. Because at this point, really, getting back to Tristram's just simply going up here to town. Of course, you can get town portals in the game, so, I mean, transferring back and forth isn't too bad, but once you start getting lower into the dungeon, and actually have to, or don't have any town portals and actually have to walk all the way back, it starts getting annoying. I try and usually stay stocked up on as many town portals and such as I can.
Whoa! What can I do for you?
I'm gonna sell items. You can take that. Don't need it. Yep. You can take that. And basically he'll give you like, gold for selling in these items. Now, it shouldn't sell the ones that you actually have equipped, right? Right. I was about to say, I just sold everything, and some of it might have been equipped. I remember there was one game that I play that it will actually show your equipped items and allow you to sell them, which I think is the most stupidest thing ever. Why would anyone do that is beyond me. Or it is beyond me. Not why. My English, blah. I suppose while we are in town, we can actually talk to people about the
Found a fellow drinking geese?
The butcher.
Big cleaver, killing all my friends. Couldn't stop him. Had to run away. Couldn't save them. Trapped in a room with so many bodies. So many friends! No!
You, calm down. Stay with me here, Farnham. You can't just start acting crazy even though you're drunk.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
I will.
It seems that the Archbishop Lazarus goaded many of the townsmen into venturing into the labyrinth to find the king's missing son. He played upon their fears and whipped them into a frenzied mob. None of them were prepared for what lay within the cold earth. Lazarus abandoned them down there, left in the clutches of unspeakable horrors to die.
That's not good. So, Archbishop Lazarus will probably want to mark it on our list.
What can I do for you?
Crazy people that we shouldn't trust.
I saw what Farnham calls the butcher, as it swathed a path through the bodies of my friends. He swung a cleaver as large as an axe, hewing limbs and cutting down brave men where they stood. I was separated from the fray by a host of small screeching demons, and somehow found the stairway leading out. I never saw that hideous beast again, but his blood-stained visage haunts me to this day.
I love his accent. It's nice. Or his voice, really. Not his accent, but his voice.
Greetings, good master. Welcome to the Tavern of the Rising Sun. Pepin is a good man, and certainly the most generous in the village. He's always attending to the needs of others, but trouble of some sort or another does seem to follow him wherever he goes.
Not good, in all honesty.
Yes, Farnham has mumbled something about a hulking brute who wielded a fierce weapon. I believe he called him a butcher.
The butcher used to scare
What ails you, my
me
friend?
as a child.
By the light, I know of this vile demon. There were many that bore the scars of his wrath upon their bodies when the few survivors of the charge led by Lazarus crawled from the cathedral. I don't know what he used to slice open his victims, but it could not have been of this world. It left wounds festering with disease, and even I found them almost impossible to treat. Beware if you plan to battle this fiend.
Now, I don't know why, but hearing him say that just reminded me of this boss in WoW. The only thing he says repeatedly throughout the entire battle is, "Break yourself upon my body. Feel the power of the earth," or something like that. And he just repeats it over and over and over again. Don't know why that exactly just popped into my head, but something in there reminded me of it. Adrian,
I
what do you have
sense
to
a
say?
soul in search of ants. The butcher is a sadistic creature that delights in the torture and pain of others. You have seen his handiwork in the drunkard Farnham. His destruction will do much to ensure the safety of this village.
Yeah, I'd imagine killing a monster would bring safety to a village, Adria. Congratulations, you've won the prize on that one. So, I think we still have Gillian and Wirt to talk to if they wish. I think Wirt, didn't he run into the butcher at one point, and that's why he has his peg leg thing? Can't remember exactly what his story was. I know he saw something terrible in the dungeon. He was attacked by
Good day. How may I serve you? When Farnham said something about a butcher killing people, I immediately discounted it. But since you brought it up, maybe it is true.
I don't know, there's only the one guy, standing in front or laying in front of the cathedral dead, who's been mumbling on about how there's a butcher. And you kind of just left in there. Rude, I'd say. Alright, Wirt, what do you have to say about the whole situation?
Psst! Over here!
I know more than you think about that grisly fiend. His little friends got a hold of me and managed to get my leg before Griswold pulled me out of that hole. I'll put it bluntly. Kill him before he kills you and adds your corpse to his collection!
You have an annoying voice, Wirt. Let's get out of here. I think we're good to head back to the dungeon for the most part, so I think that's what we'll do. So yeah, this is the moment in which I actually wished there was a run button in this game. At least with the Diablo 3, they're always running. With this, though, he's always walking, and then in Diablo 2, there's a run meter. So you can run for short bursts period of times. So it still takes quite a while, in all honesty. Now, where was that item? That was on the floor. There it is. Short sword. And we're not heading down to level 2, or dungeon level 2 yet. Basement 2. We want to go over here and check out this area. No, open the door. We want to come over here. Keep your traps over there. I don't need your crap. Y'all want to fight? We're gonna fight. Of course, with it being the very beginning of the game, most of the battles here are gonna be pretty simple. And of course, this is a hack and slash game in the end, so of course, it doesn't really get that difficult. In all honesty. It's really just, are you more powerful than the enemy that you're killing? Especially since I'm playing as a warrior. Some skill might come with playing as the other classes, but just playing as a warrior, it really just makes this a hack and slash. And, I mean, that's not a bad thing. Hack and slash can be really good. This is a fine example of it with Diablo, because is a fun game. I mean, it's probably not one of the best because, like, if you were looking for a walkthrough to try and get help on the game that you're playing, or the where you're at in the game, you can't really do that with Diablo. I mean, you can kind of look up what they did during the quest if that's what you've gotten stuck up on. But really, this can only be considered a playthrough of the game since it's randomized. Which makes it a rather odd kind of game to play, but I mean, it's still fun. Now that kind of changed with Diablo 3 in a sense though. Diablo 3, well, I mean, you have your main quest in Diablo 2, of course. This game actually has the quests randomized. Diablo 2, you have a certain number of quests that you have to complete, but not all of them are required. And then Diablo 3, you have just a quest, and to continue on with the game, you have to finish the quests. It's plain as simple as that. So it gets better story-wise later on, to where you could follow it more like a walkthrough, but in the end, they're also still just randomized completely. Diablo 3 kind of got away from that in a sense. Is the maps themselves, I believe, are not randomized, but what locations pop up and things that pop up on the map are randomized. The basic outline of the area stays the same, but sometimes you might find a well, say, in the bottom left corner of an area, and then other times you might find the Wheel of Misfortune or something, which I believe is a thing. I don't know if that's the exact name for it, but there is like a Wheel of Misfortune. I'm not talking about Goosebumps. There is a real Wheel of Misfortune in Diablo 3. I just don't remember if that's the exact name for it. But it looks like we've actually cleared the first floor, so now we can go on to floor 2. Alright, continuing on. Got here. Now, I don't think we're supposed to run. I believe we don't run into the next quest until level 3, to be honest. Depending on which quests we got. Now, I know there's like a poisoned well quest, but I don't think we actually got it because when we were in Tristram, the well looked purified already. We may still actually run into that quest. Like I said, I'm not really an expert on Diablo, the original Diablo, so I don't know exactly what quests I can get where, and in all honesty, like how to do them, and what they all entail. I know of a few of them, just because having played them, like, of course, the Butcher, I've probably done 10, 11 times, having been playing with Diablo, but it's also one of the first few quests you get, so it's not surprising to have run into that and know, like, the kind of stats for that one specifically, but, like, I know there's a Goat Man. Well, I think that one goes with the well. I don't know what, like, things kind of show the quests that you're going to be getting. You know, like, one of the tell signs that you have the Butcher quest is the guy dying in front of the cathedral. He's not always there. So, we leveled up to 4. Shall I go with more Fidelity? Yes? No? Yes.
The village needs your help, good master. Some months ago, King Leoric's son, Prince Albert, was kidnapped. The king went into a rage and scoured the village for his missing child. With each passing day, Leoric seemed to slip deeper into madness. He sought to blame innocent townsfolk for the boy's disappearance and had them brutally executed. Less than half of us survived his insanity. The king's knights and priests tried to placate him, but he turned against them and, sadly, they were forced to kill him. With his dying breath, the king called down a terrible curse upon his former followers. He vowed that they would serve him in darkness forever. This is where things take an even darker twist than I thought possible. Our former king has risen from his eternal sleep and now commands a legion of undead minions within the labyrinth. His body was buried in a tomb 3 levels beneath the cathedral. Please, good master, put his soul at ease by destroying his now cursed form.
Alright, and we're back. It's actually been, I had to go to dinner. Some people were in the room. So I decided to go through and sell some stuff. I accidentally sold my shield when I was messing with the inventory and stuff. So I bought a new one from Griswold. But as you saw, we ended up getting a new quest, which was the Curse of King Leoric.
The village needs your help, good master.
Which I've already gone through. Basically, King Leoric is on the level 3 of the dungeon, and we have to go down there and kill him to put his soul to rest. But yeah, I went to town real quick to sell everything while I was off screen, and the room was busy. And yeah, I ended up running into that because I clicked on the wrong person, to be honest. I was glad I saved first because I was able to load, but I clicked on it, and then he started going into speech, and I was like, wait a second here, and then I was just like, oh crap, and then I loaded the game, walked back, and then caught it. So, there you go. We're going to continue on. Come on. Come through the door. I wish to murder you. Come on. There we go. A hidden? Come on, get through the door. Hello? Anyone? There we go. Come here. Get dead. Now don't run off. Fight like a man. See, your head's off now. Headshot. Or I guess it would be neck chop, to be honest. Right, what do we have over here? Looks like nothing. Oh. Come on, get him. Oh, you're doing damage. I'm actually kind of worried about taking on the Butcher, because usually I do it as a rogue. I enjoy playing the game as a rogue, but Daniel is not a rogue, he is a warrior. So I went with warrior class. We'll pick up these items. What do we have here? I know something fell back here. There it is, potion of mana. What else have we got back here? Anything important? No, doesn't look it. Okay, keep going then. I really want to play Final Fantasy VII. I'd enjoy doing a Let's Play of Final Fantasy VII immensely. It has to be my favorite Final Fantasy game. Hands down. I love it. To be fair though, I actually have only beat it like twice completely. Because it's a semi-long game, but I do quite enjoy playing it. Nothing in here. Oh, wait. Rags. Pick up those. Don't see anything else. See, I wish it was like Diablo 2 in that respect, so that I could see items that are actually on the floor. And have them light up so that I know exactly what is on the floor. But instead, it's like, nah, you'll have to hope for the best. Come on, get him. You can't die yet, so.
Too much baggage.
Too much baggage, you say? Oh, hell. Now, I didn't realize this. Going to Decker Kane actually costs to identify the items for you. I didn't remember that. In Diablo 2, it's free. And in Diablo 3, it's free as well to identify items. I don't think I actually... No, I do. Where are you? Armor 6? I think I'll go with this. Although it needs to be repaired. Well, we're gonna end up going to town anyway. That's 4 to 8 damage. That's actually a better hit rate than that sword, because that has a chance of 1 through 3 as well. 3 to 8. I think we're good for that then. Can I at least take the sword that Staff of Inferno, right? Let's see here. No. I don't see a way of us getting all of it back. Right. Well, I'll drop this off, right? I'll head back to town, probably get healed up and everything, and then be back here in a moment. And we're back. And I picked up this one. So now we're gonna head over this way. There's the entrance to level 3. Oh, skeleton captain. Now these guys, I think I'll run over this way. If I can get a few of them to follow me, but not like all of them at once, because they actually can do somewhat damage to me. Ah, yeah, also, I did choose to keep that one cape versus the other. Although it had 6 armor versus the 4, that one gives me +3 to magic, which I felt like was a better attribute than the -1 damage, damage taken kind of thing. So I chose to go with that. Oh, come on, where's that gold? Rotting carcass. It's dead now. Get dead. I've killed 4 of you now. Okay. Good, good, good. Now that... Wait a minute. That's the butcher's room. I thought he wasn't until level 4. See, that kind of shows you my crap knowledge of the actual first Diablo game then. So I guess he pops up on the 2nd floor, because usually, like, the quests will reside on their floors when you do them. So... Like, for instance, Leoric, whenever you do him, he's always on the 3rd floor, so I guess the Butcher is always on the 2nd floor. Though, it is odd. I thought he was on the 4th floor, but that is his room. That's weird. I'm not ready for him, I can tell you that much. Let's see.